Hola! Here we are again, and I think it's time to finally do some crafting. Not the right building for it. Let's see, it's rainy. Not necessarily a problem. I think this is the right place here.
Don't be idle.
I think go through a little bit of this again. Let's look at process. General Storm Valley says the process begins with setup where the crafting inventory is selected. The actual crafting occurs across several sections where actions are selected from the appropriate action family. Quality actions increase the grade, which makes the item more valuable or powerful. Progress actions move toward recipe completion, which must occur before your action points run out. The goal is to get as much quality as possible before running out of action points while dealing with complications. Boy, it sounds like a mini game. Let's just try taking a quest and see if we can. Well, this is completing a quest. General smiles slightly. Very well. I will go through the rules for crafting if you so wish. I won't let you putter around my workshop until I'm sure you know what you are doing. Even if you already believe you know everything, a source of reference is a valuable tool. That is what I'm here for. I guess we should have completed this before we started talking to her. She examines you thoughtfully. You appear to be parched from your run. Here, try this. She hands you a frosty mug of amber liquid from a nearby tray. Sunset Brew. Helps clear the mind and halt all worries. Okay.
I may have a task for you.
Genra Storm Valley delivers a short bow. My name is Genra Storm Valley. I am the crafting overseer and advisor here. I generally teach new crafters the nuances of the trade. She examines you closely. So, you want to learn to craft? There are 3 trades. I think I've read this before, but I'll continue. They are outfitter, artificer, and blacksmith. You will need to pick a trade for my lessons to continue. You may change your... Yeah. Let's review the types again. Trades, I guess. I'm trying to decide. I want to kind of be able to make some things that are useful to me. I think I wear medium armor. So, let's go for outfitter. The path of the outfitter. Genra says, outfitters deal in cloth and leather products. Leather armor and reinforced cloth armor are just a couple of the items outfitters produce. Normal clothing and work clothes are their business as well. Genra nods to you. Are you sure you want to become an outfitter? You can change your mind later, but it is best to do it right the first time. I'm not sure, but I'll accept.
The best variety.
Genra, okay. Genra slides her gaze over you. You've decided for certain then? Well, certain enough. Genra nods in return. I see. Well, let us go through each aspect of crafting step by step in order to make your training as smooth as possible.
Do you need work?
Crafting tools. This is going to be a repeat of some of the stuff we read before, I think, maybe in different terms. General lectures. The first thing a crafter needs is a set of tools. Go speak to my brother Yoshin Storm Valley for more information. Okay, this is presented differently at least. You can find him inside this workshop. After you have your tools and tool belt, please return to me, she adds. Tools and tool belts are essential to the crafting process. Both kind of items can be purchased or earned by completing quests and work orders. Your tools need to be in your tool belt to craft. Tools can be switched during the process. Speak to Yoshin Storm Valley in the Sun Village Workshop to acquire your training tools and tool belt. Okay, we'll accept that.
Did I forget something?
I don't believe you did. Okay, so I think my quest. Not the map. Quests. Quest log. Can I set the settings through here? I still need to try to do this carpenter supplies thing at some point, but yeah, there we go. Track that, and we need to talk to Yoshin Storm Valley, and he's right here. Taskmasters, you excuse me. You have targeted a taskmaster. Taskmasters offer crafting work orders that you can take on in order to advance and test your skills. Oftentimes, if you complete a job successfully, you will receive a reward. You may also choose to abandon any work orders you have accepted at a taskmaster. Okay. The ocean beams at you. Ballas, good to see you. The Sun Village certainly appreciates your assistance. Can I do something for you today? It seems like this would really be better if these missions were at the top of, you know, when they have a list of things you can talk about here, if it was at the top rather than the bottom. But outfitter training crafting tools. Yoshin grins. My bothersome sister sent you. I have your tools. All artisans receive a free set as a gift for helping out here. If you ever need better clothing, tools, or belts, I have very reasonable prices. Yoshin tosses you the tools and then the belt. Put these on and then head back to my sister. If you don't do what she says, she'll yell, and then you'll get a failing mark, he chortles. By the way, make sure to put the tools inside the tool belt. You'll look the fool if you don't. Okay, here it says, drag your tool belt to the far left tool belt slot in your crafting equipment window. I think that's this hit right here. Well, maybe so. That kind of looks like a tent there. But anyway, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm right. Right-click to open the belt and put all your tools inside. Okay. Complete. Farewell for now. We have to talk to his sister, but let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Tool belt, and I think it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they mean. I should have read more clearly. Okay, yeah, here we go. And you can have more tool belts, but I have a suspicion that you may have to spend station cash or whatever this is called to get access to these other tool belt slots, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so there we go. Right click to open it, put in my worn needle, accept the binding, put in my warm ruler, accept the bind on equip, put in the worn scraper, and accept the bind on equip. And go back and speak with his sister, whose name I've already forgotten. Jinra, Storm Valley.
I may have a task for you.
Using utilities. Outfitter training using utilities. Jinra seems pleased. Now that you have some tools, you need some utilities. Go back to Yoshin and acquire some from him. Utilities are necessary for crafting. Utilities are needed during the crafting process, just like tools. Unlike tools, however, utilities are expended during the process. There are multiple types of utilities that are similar, and when you have excuse me. There are multiple types of utilities that are similar, and when you have enough skill, you can use all of them during the process. Utilities must be picked before each crafting session. Back to Yoshin. Accept.
What is not clear?
Farewell. Okay, sorry about that. I paused for a moment to take a drink or two and try to cut down on my coughing. This is interesting. This trunk is attracting my attention. I guess I can freely take that. Nothing about stealing. In fact, I'm not sure. I've not played a stealing character. I'm not sure if there's stealing from NPCs in this or how, you know, in this game or not. Yoshin laughs. Back again? I figured. Utilities this time, right? Utilities consist of things like adhesive, cleaner, and fuel. While you can keep your hammer after using it, once you dump some cleaner on a product, you can't get that back. Yoshin hands you some utilities. These will get you started. I have some more if you need it, at a reasonable price, of course. We all have to make a living here. I'm sure I'll see you around. You should head back to Genra now. Drag the utility pouch to the proper section in the crafting equipment window. Right-click to open it and place the utilities you received inside. We received the pouch and some cleaner. Farewell. Okay, back into our equipment, I presume. Yes, I see a position there that looks relevant. Oh, we did get quite a bit of cleaner there. Yes, right-click to open that, and it has quite a few slots. I guess these only stack up to 25, I see. Okay. This looks like stuff maybe relevant to these items. Not this. This is a staff weapon, which I guess I need to examine at some point. The benefits of the different weapons. I mean, just judging by the DPS, this isn't very good. And of course, I have my wind blade has a number of bonuses to it. But anyway, these items appear to be related to diplomacy. So, which I guess we'll sample that in time too. Well, let's go back and speak with I think it's Genra here.
Are you busy?
The crafting process. Genra says, now for the process. Find the fitting table here and use this recipe on it. After you right-click the station, select the recipe you want to use and you will be prompted to fill your crafting inventory. Pick the items you want to use, then begin the process. Click actions from left to right to complete the process. Different actions have different values. Quality actions raise the value and power of the item. Progress actions finish up each section. We're to craft one stitch leather. Go to a fitting table and begin to craft. Select the available recipe, pick your utilities, and then start crafting. Work through each step and return the finished item to Genra Storm Valley in the Sun Village workshop. Accept.
I have the best.
Let's see, recipe learned. You have learned a new recipe. You can now craft this item by going to the appropriate crafting station, right-clicking on the station, and selecting Begin Crafting. Check the recipe section of your abilities for more information. Okay.
Peace to
Okay.
you.
I'm guessing it's this. Let's look at our... Sorry, I'm misclicking here. Actually, this is what I meant to look at. Okay, I thought... Okay, there's no item for the recipe. We just immediately learned it. Crafting. Finishing. Assembly. Oh, here we go. I think this is being highlighted. A finishing station. Okay, that's a outfitter. That's a. I mean, it says this is finishing. So let's. Okay. Sorry about the confusion here. Let's track this. Go to a fitting table and begin to craft the select. Okay. Where's a fitting table? Is the the map's not pointing us to everyone. Maybe it was in the room with her. Upstairs, perhaps? Assembly workbench. Smelter. possibly be outside. Door's open, might as well take a look. You all have probably seen it and are screaming at me, over there, over there! But, I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's where these people are standing. Okay, special recipes, outfitting. Recipe skill outfitting. This is a very, yeah, I want you to right click. Okay. Select us, let's see. Again. Oh, okay. I unchecked it there apparently by clicking on it. Bunch of hints here. Am I making it? Believe it or not, I have done this before. It's been some months though, and I didn't do exactly. I don't think I did Outfitter before. Pick a tool or something? Ah, I just had to click the right things. Complete the crafting recipe. Section completed. Okay, so it's a move from left to right. Click the category. You may have multiple choices here. The different choices have different costs, I think, and produce, you know, better results. You know, you can use more of something to produce better results, I think. Obviously, we're doing, you know, the simplest stuff here. At this point, I don't know how action points exactly work, and so I don't know if I should be conserving them. And we produce a stitched leather, which completes our quest. Let's clear these out here. Okay. And return to Genera, I think.
Expect the finest.
The process can be daunting at first, I will admit, but practice will make perfect. The goal is excellent quality and successful completion. It sounds easier than it is. The next task will focus on complications and quality. Are you ready? You crafted your first item. You will notice a grade attached in the description. Grade D. You see it there? Quality grade D, just below where it says stitched leather. That's the quality of the item. Quality actions increase the grade, which makes the item more valuable or powerful. Progress actions move toward completion of the recipe, which you need to complete before your action points run out. The objective is to get as much quality as possible before running out of action points, okay?
Need something to do?
Yes, okay. Try crafting with a new recipe now. Watch for complications and focus on quality. Try to raise your quality as high as possible before finishing. The process will be more difficult this time, though. Also, you may run into complications. Complications are an event that can help or hurt your progress. When they pop up, make sure to examine them. They have a remedy attached that you can click to either fix the problem or turn it in your favor. We're to produce improved stitch leather. Go to the fitting table. At least I can find it this time. Very well. Okay, go back to the fitting table. Quality and complications training. Again, this. We're going to use the point of this is in the future we may have multiple different types of cleaner or whatever that are appropriate, and so we can make a choice. Right now, it just auto selects for us. Okay, a little dancing. Yeah, assume again we just go from left to right here, basically. Let's go ahead and use more cleaner and more action points. We seem to have plenty. We're now up to 2,400. You've increased your grade, okay? Grade is generally considered a failure, okay? Can we do this repeatedly? Oh, I've rumpled it, okay? You have encountered a complication. Complications can be either beneficial or detrimental to the crafting process. When a complication arises, a remedy family will become available directly beneath the complication. Clicking on the remedy family will present you with remedy options. You can use one of these remedy options to attempt to remove or alter the complication. I assume they mean here. Pull it tight. Yes, it's rumpled, so pull it tight. Okay. Is that something I can repeat? Is there a benefit in repeating it? Okay, it looks like, yeah, repeating it did. Of course, that cost me more action points, but I don't think I'm in any danger of running out. Okay, that removed that complication. I'm really not too clear on the relevance of this bar immediately under each step. Should I repeat this until... Yeah, okay, it filled up more. Let's try this one. Okay, the grade is still a D, but it's now 16%. I think it was 6% before. I'm just... Right now I'm picking these kind of arbitrarily, but it seems like I'm having more success with the left one. Okay, so I think I've done that as far as I can do it. I still have 1,800 points. So this is obviously, this is taking, you know, more... It's the same overall process, but you know, the details are different, and I'm having to do more repetition here. Maybe I should have done repetition the last time and failed to note it. Okay, pattern and measuring apparently here. Repeatedly measuring. I wonder if I do really wonder now if I should have paid more attention when I was doing this in the first place and ended up with a better quality product the first time. Let's do the full fold. We've got plenty of action points yet. Okay. It's still grade D, but I wonder if it's a better grade D. It says it's improved. Does she...
I carry the best
agree?
variety.
Generous smiles slightly. All finished. I'm eager to see your work. Okay. Generous says, well done. A higher grade means that the item will be more valuable or powerful. You can also make more money by producing quality goods consistently. It's important to use all the abilities you have. While you do not have a large selection now, there will be many more available to you as you gain skill.
Don't be idle.
Another step, I believe. Outfitter training, proper attire. General nods curtly. You've learned the basics of craftsmanship. Now you need the proper attire. Fine silks and metal armor are not appropriate for crafting. Try to earn or purchase better equipment such as tools and clothing to help you craft. When you're ready, I have more to say. Crafting clothing can give bonuses to crafting statistics. Keep on the lookout for better clothes and select. I wonder if that... I think I've been wearing my... oh no, I'm in my crafting clothes. I guess maybe it does that for you automatically, or I was already in them, I'm not sure. Crafting clothing can give bonuses to crafting statistics. Keep on the lookout for better clothes and select clothing that helps balance or enhance your natural skills and attributes.
Expect the finest.
Next step. General gestures as she speaks. In addition to regular crafting clothing, you will find clothing enchanted by magic or enhanced in other ways. These articles of clothing are highly prized by crafters. Remember, proper equipment means better products. General says, you are doing well so far. If you don't have the proper gear, I have some items here for you. Let me know when you're ready for the next lesson. I guess so. So, some fitting gloves and a leather apron. And on to work orders. Work orders are the primary means by which a crafter can advance, learn, and earn. Try that again. Work orders are the primary means by which a crafter can advance, learn, and earn some coin. Most basic taskmasters are divided into refining and finishing. Although here, Yoshin offers both types of jobs, ask him to give you one. Find the character handing out work orders, right-click on them, and take the work order available. After you complete the job, right-click on the character again and select current work orders and then complete. Objective, finish a work order. Take a work order from Yoshin Storm Valley and Sun Village Workshop. Return to General Storm Valley after the work order has been successfully completed. That will give us a jute bale, which I guess is a crafting resource.
Save the best for you.
Very well. Let's check our equipment here. Yes, apron and fitting gloves. Okay. Oh yes, take a look at ourselves. Yes, nice leather apron on there, and what? Almost elbow length gloves. Okay. We'll go back into first person. This is kind of a tight space here. Okay, need to remember to adjust those quest log settings. Let's set this one to track, and then now we can right-click on this and stop, for the time being at least, filtering out these other missions. Actually, let's continue filtering the diplomacy quests, just to simplify things. Just any work order, any work order, I guess. Let's see. I guess I'm looking for work. Introductory work order. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to have to pick from a selection, but for right now he's only offering us the one. Difficulty moderate. Skill outfitting. Work orders are the primary means of crafter advancement. You don't need harvested materials. Harvesting is something I do want to try to get to here pretty soon, but for now we'll just stick with the crafting. Okay, with one small blanket. So select that, done, and we have a work order. I'm not certain, but I'm going to assume for the time being that it uses the finishing table. Yes, small blanket. Again, presumably we will use the cleaner. Okay. I apologize if this is rather boring. I'll try to kind of contain this within a specific video, and you can skip past this. And if I switch back to adventuring or even try diplomacy, I'll start that in a different video. So you can just skip this one if this is just too boring for you. Let's try this again. I wonder if certain it uses more cleaner. Oh, let's see. Okay, this uses It uses my reasoning attribute, where this simply uses stitching utility skill. But this also uses this skill. I don't know how good my reasoning attribute is. Reasoning 90. I don't know what the caps are here. I don't know if how good that is. We're not progressing on the meter there, so let's. It's kind of odd that we were getting it. It appeared to be saying great, but it's not moving us along. If we choose that. So we're just wasting action points and cleaner, it appears. Not sure what I think about this multiple clicking thing. This is a kind of a click fest. And there will obviously be much more to it later in terms of having more multiple choices and decisions to make. But even then, it seems to some extent like a complication for complication's sake. Okay. We had a complication here. I guess that cleared it up in one step. And once more. We've got plenty of action points, so we'll do a proper fold. And we have a small blanket, grade C. I believe we take that back to Yoshi. Perhaps not. Guess go back to Jenra then.
I carry the best variety.
Jenra says, you know where Roshan is, and tell him to stop fooling around with his work ethic. Finish your work order. Okay. I did that wrong, apparently.
May you never miss the sunrise.
Back to Yoshin. How do I complete the work order? Select current work orders. I don't see, doesn't say anything about current work orders. Oh, on the current tab, okay. Complete. You've completed a work order, now you'll be given the reward you earned. Okay, we earned some assorted tool parts. Okay, fine. And I guess we can repeat that. Let's... Oh, sorry, hit done. Complete means a different thing in that context, I guess. And talk to Jenra again.
My wares are fine.
Jenra nods to you. That was not hard, was it? Work orders are a fast way to make some money and possibly other rewards. If you do an excellent job, some clients are very generous and send gifts along with their payment. Continue. If you can do a work order, you can do a real recipe. Real recipes require resources while most work orders do not. I have some here for you. Resources must be refined before being used. We'll move on to assembly next. Work orders are the primary means of a crafter's advancement. Unlike real recipes, work orders do not require materials and do not net you a usable item. Do work orders to advance and learn real recipes from your instructors to make real items.
Are you busy?
I see, okay. I'm gonna take a little break here. I'll be back soon. And back to the crafting grindstone.
Don't be idle.
The last lesson I have for you, novice, is in assembling items. Take those tool parts you were given for finishing that work order and combine them with your needle. Head on over to the assembly station in this workshop to finish this task, Jenra finishes. Find an assembly workbench and right-click on it. Use the drop-down menu under your class heading to find the improved tool. Click the assemble button. Basically creating an improved needle. And we will get solvent and cure, okay?
My wares are fine.
Seems simple enough. Oop. Just start of the game, a little bit of rendering lag there. Keep forgetting. Assembly station. Fitting table, shaping bench. Assembling workbench. I guess that's what she means. Refining, finishing, assembly. Outfitting. Wait, here we go. Improved needle. We need a worn needle, assorted tool part, and assorted tool parts. Okay, assemble. Yeah. That was much more like the traditional sort of crafting you see in other MMOs. Just you know, open a menu, click or two, and away you go. Can we speak with General from here? I can. Good. General clasps her hands together with finality. Well done. I'm convinced you know what you are doing. You now have free reign of the workshop, and Yoshin will be willing to provide you with jobs that we receive. Outfitter training assembly. If you have any other questions, feel free to talk to me. You can also go see Inuto Dragonblade if you want to learn recipes, or Yoshin for more work orders. She hands you some items. Take these additional utilities to help you get started. You're now free to craft on your own. Visit your instructor, right-click on them, and select Train Recipes to learn your first recipes. I wonder which instructor they mean in this case. Most recipes require a harvested item. You may also request more work orders from taskmasters to gain skill.
I may have a task for you.
Oh, and so I just gained. I'll show this in just a minute. Actually, looks like we have some more missions here.
You're doing well.
Let's see. Artificing, blacksmithing. Didn't we get some of these before? I don't know. Let's look at the character sheet here, and we have mostly been looking at the adventuring stuff, but you'll notice we're now level 3 as an outfitter. I need to figure out where to go to the harvesting. We're basically a 0 harvester, and I wonder why harvesting starts at 0 and why we have level 1 diplomat. I think maybe some of the conversations we've been having have been, you know, slightly training our diplomacy as well. I've seen some of those green numbers popping up above my head. I've really been kind of ignoring them. But it appears that she still has other missions for us, which simplifies things at least to start with. Learning recipes. Jenner says, you may think that you know everything there is to learn, but you may find yourself mistaken. Constant training is important. I can offer you some free of charge. This lesson concerns recipes. Inuto Dragonblood, one of our most talented artisans, is often available for teaching new recipes. Okay, that answers my question about which trainer she means. Go see her now. Speak to Inuto Dragonblade in the Sun Village Workshop to learn some additional recipes. I will indeed do that.
Something to do?
Let's go ahead and take this. Harvesting training, okay. If you don't know how to harvest yet, you should speak to Issa Uyo Tentries. Outfitters tend to use scanning and reaping. Artificers like to learn quarrying and lumberjacking. And blacksmiths generally prefer to learn mining. However, there are other options to consider, and you can always retrain if you don't mind starting over. Speak to Issa Uyo Tentries to learn about harvesting raw materials for crafting. Okay, good.
I can give directions.
Okay, so since we're right here, let's see if we can find Inuto Dragonblade. Don't know that she's upstairs, but oh, I got lucky. She is indeed upstairs.
Good day.
Learning recipes. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Learning recipes. Inuto cracks her knuckles, looking you over. So you need my help, do you? Remember, recipes are the main part of being a crafter. By purchasing or finding recipes, you can make items to sell or use. She glances over you. I suppose I have some time to teach you recipes now if you want. The greatest recipes, however, are ones you won't learn in a workshop. You can learn recipes from instructors by asking them to teach you. You may have to try different instructors, complete the proper tier quest, or gain Continental Faction to learn all the basic recipes. Especially rare recipes may require a unique faction, an item, or completing a quest to gain them. So this does add another aspect, significant aspect to the game potentially. How much money do I have? 6 silver. One thing I haven't been doing is repairing things. One reason is I can't see. First of all, I don't see an immediate way. Actually, this repair all. But what is it going to cost me? I can't tell. I've reported a bug about this. But you see how it says 1 copper here? Well, for this left column, you see, notice here, 1 copper. And as soon as I switch back, the numbers are being covered up by these buttons. I hope that's all just 1 copper, which should be, about a silver. Well, let's check here. We have, does that show our money? It doesn't. So we have, actually it's going to be less than that. Okay, there's 100 actually. This actually goes back to the same scales used. I was thinking it was 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold, but actually it's 100 copper is apparently, I'm guessing, is 1 silver, and 100 silver is 1 gold, and so on. So, see, I'm guessing it's going to go down to around 65. 64, yes, okay.
I have faith in you.
And let's see, does she have anything to teach us? Quite a bit, actually. It'd be nice if this window was a little larger, so I wouldn't have to scroll to see the details here as often, at least. Well, I don't see any reason at this point not to train everything that's free. And possibly everything if it doesn't cost very much. Yes, all those are free, okay. Oh, what I'm missing? I start saying this is level 3. I believe I am level 3, but I'm missing faction to gain these. So okay, that was.
May I help?
I think that's everything relevant there. I don't think we need to, but let's just speak with Genera once more. Hello, Genera.
I can give directions.
Getting lag again. It's better.
May
Yeah.
you never miss the
Excuse me.
sunrise.
Let's we're gonna go a short distance here, but let's go ahead and change into our adventuring gear. Can I squeeze out the door there? We're gonna be going back to 10 Trees Outpost here and hopefully learn about harvesting, which will hopefully allow us to gather at least some of our materials we will use for crafting and not have to spend money on them all the time. That said, here I am speculating since this isn't. I've gotten only somewhat further than this in the game when I played before, but I would guess that the harvesting is something of a money sink. I mean, you spend money and time to produce items somewhat better, certainly better than you can buy. I don't know how it's going to relate to what you'll find in quests. I mean, so far, I think I've done this. I did look around at what was available to buy in 10 Trees Outpost here. I don't think I've looked carefully in Sun Village, but I couldn't buy anything that was an improvement as far as I could tell. I guess I did buy the shuriken, but I couldn't find anything that was an improvement on what I had, so far been given as, for quests. Who is it we're to talk to? Issa Uyo 10 Trees, and I believe we do have a quest marker here. We're here, if that's accurate. Well, now I think I've... Okay, yeah, I should have looked at the map. I did not need to come back to the village. Sorry to waste your time. Actually, let's use the num-like key so I'm not wearing out my finger holding down the W key, or wearing out the W key for that matter. I'm not going to do a whole lot more of this harvesting right now, and like I think I mentioned before, I'm going to put this in a video, this, harvesting or crafting stuff in a video of its own and mark it as such, and also put a clear warning at the start of the description that that it is crafting related and that it's potentially very boring. And if a viewer's not interested, they're free to skip to the next video. And related to that, after doing some of this, I'll go back to adventuring, and then after a video or two of that, do a specific diplomacy video. But that's the intention. We'll see how it actually goes. But that's a little side mission there, as I remember. I don't remember, if it's an event which has to do with gathering chickens or killing chickens or something. Okay, here we go. Here's Isauyo.
Do not be idle.
Isauyo Tentry says, "Hello, Ballas. If you'd like to learn more about advanced harvesting skills," well, I don't have any basic ones. "I have training manuals for sale. I can also help you change your harvesting specialties." Okay, here's this mission. Isauyo smiles at you. "Another one of you new arrivals wants to learn from me. I am flattered." Let's get down to business, he continues. "And he pays me 20 copper for showing up. Can't beat it." Okay. Harvesting training, choosing skills. Harvesting is the art of gathering materials for crafting. Blacksmiths need ore from mining. Artificers make use of gemstones and stones from quarrying, as well as wood from lumberjacking. Outfitters need leather from skinning and textile plants from reaping. Choose any two you like. If you are ready, I can tell you more.
Have the best.
It's kind of strange to get a mission to talk to the very same guy who you're already talking to. Choosing skills. Your harvesting skills determine what resources you can gather. You can also assist other harvesters with other resources if you have proper tools. That is the basics of harvesting skills. Next, you should try the real thing.
I may have a task for you.
Practicing harvesting. When harvesting, you'll see that you can get smaller chunks as well as full products. If you have enough smaller parts, you can convert them to large chunks, which are usable in crafting recipes. Would you like to try? I have worn out old tools available for free. It doesn't hurt to have all types in case you want to help your friends. Purchase the free tools from the merchant. Each tool harvests a different resource, but you can only harvest resources by yourself if you are trained in them. Objectives: bring Isauyo a full resource. Find a resource you are skilled in and harvest it. Make sure to convert smaller chunks into usable resources. Speak to a harvesting instructor when you have either a weakened timber, jute bale. What's interesting, we have a jute bale because we were given one. Basalt slab, mangled hide, copper ore, quartz sample. Well, I'm a little curious about harvesting a mangled hide, since I am tending to be he'll give us some basic harvesting clothes.
I carry the best variety.
Show me your wares. Again, I can't tell what the price is here. I'm assuming the rusty one is free, though. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's for lumberjacking. I'm not planning to do mining or quarrying. Not that really I probably didn't need the axe either, but okay, I think I need the skinning. I don't think I need the sledgehammer. I do have a harvesting tool belt. Let's put some of this stuff in there. Except it was free. I don't care if it binds or not. I guess the point is you can't buy them for someone else. Harvesting tackle box. Harvesting tool. Actually, didn't I? Oh, we have the improved needle. Let's, sorry, some organizational stuff here. Let's put the needle here. That's the writer's stuff. Yeah, I'm getting quite a... I should sell some of this stuff, I suppose. In fact, will he buy it? Interesting. 68 copper to buy amateur skinning. It'd be nice if it gave you the price. That said, I can see enough to think that these are not free. And I'm cheap, so I'm not. Oh yeah, I can see my own gold right there. Okay, let's. Yeah, he'll buy this stuff. So. I can't sell that. Yeah, I don't wear heavy, so that I can sell. That's my old sword. Can I sell that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still debating. Can I sell that? No, I can't sell that. But this is a quest item, it seems. Yeah, I'm still not. I still haven't. Yeah, I may use that jute. Okay.
Go with honor. My wares are fine.
Well, I guess I'll just go with this because I'm really not sure where to do, how to go about the skinning. You think I would have to kill something like a wolf or something? I don't know. Well, I think he's going to take this jute bale as qualifying for this time. I think I'll just go with it for the moment, just to kind of keep things moving here, and giving me some new harvesting clothing. I want to select my primary harvesting skill. You can choose 2 different harvesting skills. Which skill category would you like to choose as your primary? Skin animal for their hides. I'm sure make skinning... Okay. Skinning is now your primary harvesting skill. You need to start with small creatures and their mangled hides. They can be found in safe locations around cities like the one you started in. Make sure you have a skinning knife in your harvesting tool belt. You can buy one from a harvesting supply vendor. Talk to me or a harvesting instructor when you're ready for more. As Issa Uyos Tendries explains the process of harvesting mangled hides, you're ready to harvest novice leather. Train my secondary skill now. Now I'm really not sure.
Go with honor.
What would be a good secondary? Well, let's reaping, lumberjacking, skinning. Okay, let's equip that tool. Let's change into those clothes. Actually, speaking of changing clothes, these harvester boots, well, they seem to be better than what we had. The shirt certainly is better. And, these can't be sold, I don't think. Probably I just need to throw some of this stuff away. And I've still got the jute bale, so I didn't actually expend... Okay, and better, I thought I had some pants or something. Yes, these are my old harvesting trousers. I probably should start putting the stuff I intend to sell at the top and collect this other stuff, you know, that I want to hold on to for a while down here. Okay. Well. Well, I don't know that it's related, but let's talk to Yokioni
I may have a
Two-Fist here.
task for you.
I think that means it's a
May you always
adventuring
have
quest, so I have to admit I'm still a little confused about how I go about harvesting. Let's run back to Tentry's farmstead, or whatever it is called, across the bridge here. There's somebody's rescuing villagers. There's one fleeing back to Sun Village. What I'm doing is, I'm just wondering if I see something now that I wouldn't have seen before, and what happens, yeah, I switched, okay, when I attacked him, I switched even my basic attack, took him out in one hit. I immediately switched into my harvesting gear. Well, this may be something I'm going to look into and get back to you about, so I think this probably is a good time to take a break on the harvesting, and, well, the crafting and the harvesting, I guess. We'll kind of consider those all one thing, and do a little adventuring. So I'm going to just stop this here and join you again shortly.